everybody. I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report, and I'm excited to welcome Kristen Renton from the new feature film, The Critic's Dance, to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Kristen, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy you could be here to talk about this new movie. It's set in the Deep South, and it blends a historical drama about slavery into a contemporary story of finding roots and eventually romance, but all centered around a lost diary, which is a big mystery. But please tell us more about this film.
Well, it's actually based on a novel. And when I first found out about the project, I went and I got the novel and I read it. I read it twice in 1 week. I just fell in love with it because this story, it just transports you to another time, another place, but it's also so much about finding love and these different adventures and these journeys that you go on with these characters that you immediately have empathy for, and that, you know, they make you cry, they make you laugh. It's just an all-around amazing journey.
Well, what attracted you specifically to the role of Angie Lawrence, and how did the actual production unfold for you, including that very difficult scene of your character being attacked in her home?
The thing that I really loved about Angie is that she's this strong businesswoman. She's a lawyer. She's got this great job. She's put herself through school, but there's a little bit of shyness with her. She's a little afraid to put herself out there. She doesn't really want, you can tell something happened in her past. She doesn't want to get hurt again. And I can relate to that. You know, I really can relate to that. I was really lucky. I got to speak at length with both the author of the novel, Deborah, and my director, Veronica. We got to talk a lot about where they saw Angie going, you know, what they really wanted to make sure we include in the character development. And Debbie actually told me, she said, have you ever seen the movie Steel Magnolias? And I was like, of course I've seen the movie Steel Magnolias. But she said, you know, watch that and just a little bit of, you know, the way those Southern women are and speak. And so I took a little bit of that and a little bit of what, you know, Veronica was really looking for and what Debbie was looking for. And then, you know, I really tried to make sure that I included the things that I could see myself in her, included those similar characteristics. And with regards to the scene that you're referring to, yeah, it was a difficult scene. Thankfully, the actor who I am opposite against in that scene, he was phenomenal. And, you know, we kind of choreographed everything, make sure, you know, everybody was safe. But it's an emotionally tolling scene. Absolutely.
Well, talk about some of your, you know, romantic scenes in that film.
Yeah, my leading man, he is not hard to look at. He's phenomenal, and we had such a good time on set. Maurice, and he actually grew up in the South, so he is a real live Southern gentleman, which was a lot of fun. And just an all-around good person. And he came ready to work, and you know, we had some really great scenes together, and I really enjoyed working with him and getting to know him on a personal level.
Well, I really enjoyed watching The Cricket's Dance, which is out on iTunes and Amazon and other digital platforms right now. So congratulations. And I want to shift gears and talk to you about another really great role you had, and that was as a recurring character on Sons of Anarchy named I'm a Tight.
Yeah.
So, full disclosure, I was a huge Sons of Anarchy fan, and I would love to hear about some of your experiences working with showrunner Kurt Sutter, Charlie Hunnam, and the rest of the cast and crew.
Well, you know, when I got that job, I was so excited because I was a fan of everybody that was on that show. And I had watched The Shield, which Kurt had written for. And so I was really excited. I knew that it was going to be just a wild ride. And, you know, you never know when you walk onto set for the very first time, especially when there's already been a season or two, because I came in the second season, you know, all the relationships are formed already. And, you know, there's groups and cliques and things. And it's almost like going to a new school on the first day, you know? But everybody was so welcoming and amazing. And the guys are just, I consider them family. You know, they check in on me all the time and we wish each other happy holidays and all that stuff. I mean, they're just phenomenal people. And it was like just going to hang out with your friends every day you were on set. You know, it was a lot of fun, and a lot of debauchery.
Yeah, speaking of, you had some very intimate moments with a couple of the cast members, including Charlie Hunnam as Jax. But what was it like filming those?
I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I'll just put it that way. No, they both of them, both Charlie and Ryan, they were gracious and kind, and you know, they wanted to make sure that I was comfortable. And they made it a point to have everybody, the cast and the crew that was around, you know, they closed off the set and wanted to make sure that I was comfortable and safe, and I didn't have any you know, any issues that arose. So I mean, those scenes are always so awkward to film because you got people standing around staring at you and you're supposed to be simulating whatever you're simulating. And but they made it super easy for me. And yeah, I think Charlie was actually my very first sex scene. What a way to start.
What a way to start. And I know now that most productions have intimacy coordinators, but it sounds like you had an incredibly positive experience, no matter what kind of scenes your character was in.
Absolutely. Everybody was just extremely professional on that set. I don't have one negative thing to say about it. It was just a wonderful experience. And I know they're not going to all be that amazing, but I'm glad I did have that experience.
Well, you've had some other really great television roles, including on Days of Our Lives and also in Anger Management with Charlie Sheen.
Yes, I love him. I adore him. You want to talk about a professional. He was so kind and so nice. He donated to my animal charity. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He was just lovely. And when they brought me back for the second episode that I did, I was so thrilled because I had really enjoyed my time on that show.
Well, again, I want to tell you, I really enjoyed your new movie, The Crickets Dance, Kristen.
Thank
and
you.
I want to wrap up our happy hour by proposing a toast to you and to the success of the movie.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. I hope everyone enjoys it.
Congratulations, Kristen. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.